that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Hey, we've had a problem here. This is Houston. Say again, please. Oh, Houston, we've had a problem.
It's time to defund the police and move these funds towards things that actually keep people alive.
We need to keep moving.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rucha HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Also, Shalom to the elect, Shalom to you families. There's following sincerity and truth. I want to go here on this video. Here is something I came across, and it seems like in the news there's something new almost every day. Okay. Well, we'll say weekly, some new event is moving. Okay, so as everyone likes to say, that's not even in the truth, that these are some interesting times. Okay, now this thing is going into a new, I don't know if this is, just came out, but I came across it, something new going into defunding the police. Okay, and what does it mean? Defunding the police. Okay, now I had a conversation with someone, and we understand that this society was built on corruption. Okay, backed by the Rothschilds, if you want to call them that, and that's what these police, they carry those badges. Now, under that corruption, you have to know that in order to keep some form of order, you need a police task force, FBI, CIA, and so forth and so on. You need a police department, you need a fire department, you need a hospital. These are the things that keep you in the circus. Okay, so you need these things in order to keep some form of order, especially with Jake, because Jake never followed the law of the Most High. That's how you know we the true biblical Israelites. Jake didn't listen to the Most High, and you really think he's going to listen to this man and this system? And they knew this. They already knew. See, these elites that set it up knew that these are rebellious people. They already knew to build all these prisons and use it to their advantage and put them in prison. Okay? So, as I was speaking on, people are dependent on the system. What happens when the police shut down? Okay? This is not going to look good for feminism. I'm going to tell you that too. I'll keep it clean. But it's not going to look good. What you going to do? And this woman is on here. She's saying, well, we need to take money from the police since they're not doing their job. Okay? Now, we understand that it was all built on corruption. So it's a two-edged sword. It's a quagmire. What do? Do you defund the police department? Half of the police are quitting now. Okay? Or they're acting extra nice. They're quitting. They have all kind of issues going on. Some of them suicidal. Or so do you take their money and they do less police work? We know this country is built on false money. 1 Timothy the 6th chapter. Uncertain riches. We know it's built on that. So what happens when you cut the funding? We knew what happened when you cut the funding in the schools. We all know that when the money slows down, the quality of the job goes down. Okay, the work habits, the so-called work ethics slow down. See, this society is not built off the scriptures. Okay, so this society is built off of money and profit and greed. So when the money slows down, everything that rolls with it collapses as well. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 13. 13:1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos, okay, did see. Okay? So you know these are future prophecies as well, what you see here. Okay? And let's go to the... let me go to the point. Verse 13, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. So when did that happen? Did that happen in Babylon? Or is somebody going to make that up and say it's talking about some army? Okay? In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger, and it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and everyone flee into his own land. Okay? And you're going to have nations against nations. You're going to have people against people, forms of race wars, but you're going to have many other kind of arguments and battles, and you're just going to have all kind of confusion. I was in the store today, and I saw these look like Ishmaelites. Everybody knows is a lot of these so-called Arabs, and they had like 5 carts or 3 big carts of sodas, 2 liters, right? And they, it was taking them to their store, and they was giving the so-called black woman the blues when she's only doing a job, saying that the sale, and they was trying to get over or whatever. Then they started to argue. See that what everybody's not understanding. You're in a cesspool that's being brought low. Okay, everything is being brought low. This society, as you know it, is going down. And since people live in the normacy bias, where they think everything is still, they're pushing on as everything is the new normal. That's not normal. You cannot call that a new normal. Okay? Because that's not even normal. It's a new hell because you were in hell. Okay? Let's go on. It says, let me see. It says, and it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. Okay? So when you go to that word roe, I believe it's own in its beauty. Okay? It shall be as a chased roe. I looked this up before. Okay, 866:43, I believe. It says a beauty, a glory, a honor, beauty, decoration, a honor, perhaps an extinct animal, exact meaning unknown. So, and this is from the Blue Letter. So it's going to be as a chase roe. That that's going to be your so-called new normal. Okay. When all hell breaks loose, and it's going to be a glory to us to sit there and watch that, because we then know that we're closer to the end of this man's system, Okay. We're so-called the minorities on the earth, so to speak, as far as the truth concerned. But they have so much fear that they'll flag any video that you do. Brothers that don't even get really a lot of views, that the threat you would think is not even big enough to cause a problem. Okay. But the truth has moved forward so far, and a vast amount of people have now picking up the truth. Entertainers and various other people, school teachers, doctors, you name it. We get people come up to the camp. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Saluting us more than I've ever witnessed. They ride by in cars saluting, shalom. You know? That's something. That's the Lord giving us that glory, man. You know? That glory is coming back. You know? The Most High is going to give us the glory, you know, which is ultimately the kingdom. Let's read this article. It's called Defunding Police. It says, there's a growing group called the dissenters, basically rebellers, okay, who believe Americans can survive without law enforcement as we know it. You know damn well, without law enforcement, you can hang it up. Like I said, Jake don't follow the law of the Bible, let alone the law of this land. And you take the restrictions and the jurisdictions away. You know, these are all unrighteous decrees, no doubt. But what stopped a man from committing all kind of heinous acts? The fear of the police, the fear of prison. And some of them, look, they don't even fear prison. They don't even fear the police. Can you imagine when you take all that away? Okay? Even the Most High has always dealt with laws. Okay? Can you imagine they take the police away? The fire department? You know, this place would burn as you know it. Well, which is ultimately the case. And Americans, those dissenters, believe may even be better off without it. So people are not even trusting in the police department. Okay? Which, if you know the truth, you should have known not to trust in them any damn way. But what stops somebody from breaking in your house, taking everything you got? The only thing you could do is call it the damn 911. What happens when that go away? And you know these elites are pushing that. That's coming to this purge. That's why I put the clip in there. 2 Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men. This is your defunding of the police. That's what that is. There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, nor their princes, their government, their police, their mayors, okay, House representatives, senators. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So according to what they have, they will be able to take. And you already know who the weaker vessels are. Okay? So the course of their actions, whatever they have, it will be their own power. It will no longer stand in the power of the police. Okay? This is what this is saying. You will not be able to get away from that. But these are prophecies. This is how we know the prophecy is unfolding. And they actually are really defunding the police department. They're funding it to other institutions. If things ain't bad enough now, okay? So the police departments haven't really been able to do a good job. Number one, they took the police off the street and put cameras there. They took fathers out of the home and put whatever else in there, okay? So this whole manipulation tactic of taking the power from men, righteous power, and dumbing down the law. You know, years ago you got caught speeding, a cop saw you, pulled you over, gave you a ticket. Well, not no more. Ain't got to hire all them. So you got a whole lot less police out there, man, which means a whole lot more crime. And then when you have the police who committing the crimes, the criminal acts, which they've been doing, you know. See, these people don't know the hands of the Most High. They don't know that the Most High is the one that orchestrates all this. Okay? So now they're caught in the quagmire. They can't depend on the police no more, so they have no police. Now they got to depend on themselves. But then what's going to happen is other people are going to step up their criminal acts. And what is that going to mean for you? That's why the scriptures, Proverbs, the first chapter, breaks all of that down. The Lord said he's going to laugh when your calamity comes. The Most High is the ultimate supplanter. You know, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Well, we need the police, but now we don't need the police. So what do? You think you can do it on your own without the police? You know? You ain't been doing a good job with the police. Jake is just blowing each other away. The police gets mad at a so-called Jake, and he puts his knee on him. Okay? So the Most High is staring that up, so you don't have which one way to turn. You don't have nowhere to go. Okay? But we do. We understand the truth. We understand the Heavenly Father, the power of the Most High and His Son. We have the understanding. You know? Without police, somebody breaking your car, what you gonna do, man? Somebody breaking your house, what you gonna do? That's every man for himself. This is the purge. This is what this is talking about. This is that government experiment. And we all know that everything they put in movies eventually come to pass. Yesterday's science fiction, or whatever you want to call it, becomes today's reality. We've seen it time and time again. I would think that it's not too far behind. I would think this purge thing is not too far behind. That's all I have on that. Shalom.